There we go. Good morning. Welcome to Reading the Science of Mind in 1 Year. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the Center for Spiritual Living Common Ground in Central Maryland. Today is August 22nd. And so let's get started with our reading. Before I do that, today's reading is one of the meditations. And so when the meditations are up, I don't offer any commentary. We simply do it as Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes suggested in his book. And so we will do that. Then we will enter into our 5-minute time of quiet meditation. And I will close us out with a spiritual mind treatment, also referred to as an affirmative prayer. So let's get started. Of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 521, meditation number 2.
Dr. Holmes suggests that we carefully read the meditation several times, phrase by phrase, endeavoring to realize the meaning of the words and trying to enter into the atmosphere of the thought. After having done this, meditate upon the words, following that meditation until you feel a sense of realization. I will read the meditation through 3 times using inclusive language. Page 521, meditation number 2. I shall not doubt nor fear. I shall not doubt nor fear, for my salvation is from on high, and the day of its appearing is now at hand. I shall not doubt nor fear, for my whole being responds to the realization of life within and around me. I shall not fear, for the hosts of heaven are waiting upon me, and the law of the universe is my salvation. I shall not fear. Page 521, meditation number 2. I shall not doubt nor fear. I shall not doubt nor fear, for my salvation is from on high, and the day of its appearing is now at hand. I shall not doubt nor fear, for my whole being responds to the realization of life within and around me. I shall not fear, for the hosts of heaven are waiting upon me, and the law of the universe is my salvation. I shall not fear. Page 521, meditation number 2. I shall not doubt nor fear. I shall not doubt nor fear, for my salvation is from on high, and the day of its appearing is now at hand. I shall not doubt nor fear, for my whole being responds to the realization of life within and around me. I shall not fear, for the hosts of heaven are waiting upon me, and the law of the universe is my salvation. I shall not fear.
one, one infinite, divine presence, energy, source, one that is the threefold, the triune nature, that is the substance, the activity of creation, and the form, all within this one beingness. Never three separate things. And every unique, one of a kind, never to be repeated expression, never separate from the source. One power animating itself, expressing itself in the multiplicity of form and unformed desires to express. Desires to express the infinite possibility that is the truth of its being. Fully giving of itself to every expression of itself, to its creation that is itself in form. Nameless, because it cannot be limited or defined by a single finite idea that is encompassed in a name. Changeless, because it already is everything. It simply expresses without ever changing what it is. Infinite possibility, continuously expressing in multiplicity. First giving of itself to itself, and then receiving the experience and expansion of itself in one harmonious, reciprocal flow. Everywhere present, because there is only one place. This infinite beingness. And even that is beyond a place. It simply is all there is. And as I allow that to remind myself, I recognize myself, I recognize, I know again that I am that in form. I know again that everyone and everything is this one in form. That each and every one is a one of a kind, intentional, on purpose, never to be repeated desire of this infinite allness to express and experience itself as each individualized expression of itself. And that each and every expression of this infinite, being this infinite in form, must contain and be a center of this threefold unfolding, this triune nature, this wholeness, completeness, and perfection that expresses itself in multiplicity. And as I recognize that there is no fear. There is curiosity. There is joy. There is anticipation of experiencing the expansion of the infinite. And so I claim, I affirm that every expression of this infinite beingness is awakening to the truth of being. That all thoughts of separation arise in awareness, and that internal spark of a unity that cannot be separated neutralizes all sense of separation. Healing the collective consciousness of humanity. Uplifting the divine spark within every unique expression of creation. Bringing the magnificence and the joy and the awe and wonder forward. Neutralizing all sense of fear and hesitation. And as all awaken to the truth of their being, to the spiritual magnificence, to the spiritual truth, it simply is. Human behavior aligns with spiritual intent. That the harmonious operation of one is the effect of awakening. The self returning to the self. Living in harmony with every expression of itself. Living in harmony and reciprocity with every grain of sand, every grain of dust, every magnificent mountain. That every step is a step of awareness and intention, of love and peace. That every interaction is a discovery of self, the divine self, the source self. That each and every one of us embodies, embraces, and lives into a courage that sees beyond behavior without using it in this earthly realm, yet seeing, knowing, and connecting deeply with the spiritual truth of every being. And allowing that deeper relationship, that meeting of the minds in the higher room, the upper room, in consciousness itself, to lead in grace, to lead in kindness, to lead in that place that simultaneously is accountable as much as it seeks accountability. that gives first, knowing that as we give, we receive. A world that truly, simply just works. An awakened creation that accepts, embodies, and celebrates the inseparable interconnectedness of all life. The divine spark, that whole, perfect, and complete spiritual self that sees itself everywhere, that hears itself in every sound, that feels itself in every energetic flow. I claim it. I affirm it. I demand. Because it is promised. And so I celebrate. I celebrate that salvation that is the outpicturing of law. That salvation that is the effect of shifting thought. I celebrate the activity of creation that operates in a lawful way, exactly the same for each and every desire. That activity of law that sees no good, no bad, no right, no wrong, no up, no down. That simply responds, using all that is available in infinite possibility to demonstrate, to manifest, to reflect back to the thinker perfectly the beliefs held. Grateful. Grateful for this incredible cycle and for the power to respond continuously, to neutralize and to heal, to see, to neutralize, to heal all the unfolding of life within life. I celebrate. And so knowing that it's already done perfectly in the perfect unfolding, the perfect time, the perfect participation, the perfect outcome, already complete. And so as I move into this day, this human 24 hours, I let go of anything and everything that would in any way distract me or impede my full experience of the Word made manifest as my life, as the life of everyone I meet, as the life of every encounter today. I let go of all the hesitation, all of the doubt, all of the manufactured noise in my head that I call fear. I let it all go. And I stand firmly, faithfully, believing and receiving Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.